Hello everyone, I'm Glade. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we're going to be continuing our VGC Battlespot Road to Rank. Now today we're using the same rain team that we used in the last episode, and we're going to hop in for some games for you guys. It is the Southwest Magnezone, the Sash Pelipper, the 33% Berry Rillaboom, and Incineroar, the Scope Lens Very Defensive Togekiss, and the Life Orb KINGDRA. We're going to fight Liam at a rank 10, and Liam is rocking the Scumbag Expanding Force Trick Room team, like all scumbags do. And we're going to see what we can do against this. Honestly, Rillaboom's not looking good here, but a Magnezone Incineroar is looking so fine. I don't want to lead Incineroar, though. No. We shouldn't lead Incineroar. What do we lead? Pelipper is good in this matchup. Maybe. Kind of. Kinda. KINGDRA's good in this matchup. KINGDRA's good in the back, yeah. I want to lead Togekiss. I want to lead KINGDRA. Or so I like Magnezone Togekiss and I like Incineroar in the back. I don't like running Rain just in this matchup just because it doesn't seem favorable. But if I lead Magnezone Togekiss, if they lead Porygon Z, I can just protect the Togekiss turn 1 if they want to go for Max Strike. Which they might want to do. Also, there's going to be no in-game music. I'm just going to add audio after I basically finish this recording, just so hopefully the quality is better. They're going to leave Hatterene and DD like all people do. And I'm just going to leave Magnezone and Togekiss. And we're going to see what they can, or we're going to see what they do. I don't want to, do I want to max right here? Their Psychic Seed Hatterene, very interesting. Okay. That's fascinating. I wouldn't have expected that. Okay. I am going to go for the max lighting into the Indeedee. And I will switch out into the Incineroar here. But I don't really, because I'm kind of forced to max turn 1 because so I don't take that much damage on my Magnezone. And if I max turn 1, we can get a lot of damage onto the Indeedee and maybe pick up the KO with a Fake Out potentially, which would be super handy because Indeedee is not known to have the best defense in the world. And we are going to max here. And we're going to see if my opponent's going to max, but I'm assuming it's just going to be either a Follow Me, Trick Room, or double Expanding Force. We are big Magnezone here, so big Magnezone's coming out. Magnezone has really put in the work for a lot of the team, so big Magnezone's coming out here, which is super good for us. And ADD is actually going to go for the Follow Me, so I think it is going to be the Follow Me Trick Room, which is great. We are going to go for the Max Lightning here. Max Lightning is going to slam the NDD for a lot of damage, not enough to which Incineroar could get the knockout, though, so that's very unfortunate. I am kind of mad about that. Hatterene is going to go for the Trick Room, though, so you can't really blame it. What I can do is I can just go for a Max Steel Spike. And, I mean, you're just going to slam in a Max Spite, right, or whatever it's called. But I can just Darkest the Riot the Hatterene. So we're just going to double the Hatterene here. Double the Hatterene is good. Now, Indeedee will go for the Follow Me here. Which is very unfortunate. So I should have faked out because what? Magnezone's faster than Incineroar, right? So it should be... Incineroar should be moving first instead of Magnezone, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm going to be very mad. So I probably... So Indeedee is just going to go for the Follow Me. It's just gonna smite into the Incineroar. Deal honestly not that much damage. I have no idea why. So we both became confused. So Incineroar, do your best. Don't hit yourself. Incineroar hits itself, which is like probably amazing for us. Magnezone, can you hit yourself? Nope. So I should have faked out the Indeedee because now he brings out Torkoal. That's really not that good for us. Now he brings out Torkoal, and I don't know if I can beat that. Because what, that's Eruption coming out. Not great. Definitely not great. So we're going to see. He's going to bring out Torkoal. So I already did not position myself correctly there. Magnezone is full health though, so, and we are AV. I mean, I can just go for a Max Lightning, but the thing is that we don't have anything to really counter this Hatterene outside of Trick Room, so we will lose to Trick Room now. So I can just go for the Max Lightning, that's gonna kill the Torkoal. But he's just gonna go for the Spite, right? No, but the Torkoal actually will proc my berry with the Eruption, so I think I might... No, I won't be able to live, but I'm just gonna go. And I'll Max Lightning. I'll parting shot the Torkoal if it's still there. Why did that deal so much to... Oh, well, he crit my Incineroar, because that's what they always do. Because I got crit in the last game that I played. And, okay, so it's Max Stress. It doesn't even matter. Okay. So I just played this game very poorly. I didn't adapt well at all. So we are just going to lose this game just because I should have faked out the Indeedee and I should have went for the Max Steel Spike. Because then what I could have done was, then I could have... I don't know. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't think there's a way I can win this now. Just looking at it, there's almost no way I can win this. So I'm just going to, because he just maxed Mike's here, so we are just going to run. We're going to get another battle. That first battle really showcased how positioning matters, because he got the Torkoal in for free, and I just ended up losing. So just don't do that, and you'll be fine. Also, getting crit was absolutely fantastic. Getting hit was absolutely fantastic. But you know, it happens. You act like a doofus. Today's not a VGC day for me. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, that was a fun battle. Liam using Trick Room. I can respect Trick Room. I've used it before. But we really want some better gameplay. That we really want to, you know, be a better player. Guess what? 9 wins, 8 losses. That's not great. And we're still on Ultra Ball tier, but you know, it's not great. You know, we're not doing the best. You know what I mean? But we can get in another battle. We're gonna see who we're gonna find here. Definitely a lot of things I could have done better in that battle. Number 1 would have been to fake out the Indeedee instead of going for the Ride, because then I wouldn't have been confused. And then I could have went for the Max Steel Spike onto the Hatterene. So many things we could have done better. But you know, you live, you learn. Coaching Riolu onto Cinderace seems very scary. Although he literally doesn't have a counter if I just lead Double Rain. So I can just lead Double Rain here. I think that works out. Double Rain he doesn't have a counter to. Like he literally cannot stop Double Rain. Magnezone really good here? I mean, it just, I don't know. Like, Rillaboom, he has a Rillaboom Cinderace. I mean, he hits for Duraludon. Kinda. But I don't know if it's worth bringing. I don't really want to bring Togekiss just because my team... Like, I'd bring an Incineroar here, but I don't know if I'd bring a Rillaboom. So, like, I really like bringing Pelipper, KINGDRA, and Sonora seems very good. Now, it's just the question of, which is my last teammate. I'm debating between Togekiss, because Togekiss does seem good against his team. It's just I would have some issue against the Luxray if he did bring it. And I do kind of like Rillaboom here. But yet again, he has the Talonflame there. So, because he has the Talonflame... I am just going to go Magnezone just because in Rain it seems very good. I don't want to max Magnezone in this game just because that just doesn't seem like it would be a good idea. But we are going to face True, and good luck to True. We're going to see what we can do here. I like leading just Double Rain. I don't lead Double Rain a lot, actually. I rarely lead Double Rain with this team. He's going to lead Riolu Rillaboom here, which I think is a very good play from him. As he's probably just going to slam a... Probably just going to slam me with, like, freaking a max move or something, right? But little does he know that I have the power of fake out, right? I mean, he also has the power of fake out, but for him to fake out, it doesn't really get him anything, right? So I'm okay with this. See, that's why I want us to put on the immediate pressure. So this forces my opponent to play a certain way. Like, they probably want to max here, go for that coaching, right? This forces them... Oh, this forces them to play a certain way if they want to do well. So we are going to see what they do. Also, Real does have Prankster, so we can go for the Prankster coaching, of course. We are going to bring back the KINGDRA, and we are going to go into Incineroar, though. Incineroar is a very good mob, but because we led the Pelipper and the KINGDRA, that made it so my opponent is probably going to react a certain way here. I'm assuming the max and the coaching is what my opponent is going to do. As we do see their DYNAMAX, so because I let that KINGDRA, I kind of forced them into a position where they wanted to have that power. So that I did force them to DYNAMAX there, or I didn't really force it, I just kind of helped it, sort of. So we do see the G-Max Rillaboom coming out. Very cool. I've never seen G-Max Rillaboom before, so that's very awesome. But I don't really know what they want to do here. So they are going to go for the coaching, which is really good. Now, if they protect the Riolu, I don't really know what I want to do here. I do get a Hurricane off, so we are faster than the Rillaboom, which is really good for us to know. As we will bring Riolu down to its Sash, of course, as he's going to go for the G-Max Drum Solo. Now, I don't know what this additional effect is. I think it's just base 160 power. As we do see, it does a lot to Incineroar. I mean, it does a lot of damage to Incineroar. So much so that he can probably just go for a Max Knuckle here. But if he does, I mean, why would you Drum Solo here? Wouldn't you just Max Knuckle if you had it? So what I can do now is I can just go for a Tailwind, get immediate pressure, and I can just go for the Parting Shot onto the Rillaboom. Riolu is just going to go for the coaching, so I could have just faked out there. But I thought he was just going to protect the Rillaboom. So that is my fault, but we did get a Tailwind up. And if he goes for the Max Knuckle here, we do get to switch out into the... So currently he's at 0 now. So we do get to switch out into our Togekiss here. We didn't bring Togekiss. Okay, well that was that. Ooh. I thought we brought Togekiss. I thought we brought Togekiss. That would be super... Okay, so we didn't bring Togekiss. That's very annoying. Alright, so this is why you always pay attention. He's going to go for the Max Knuckle. Yep, I walked right into that one. Okay, great. I'm not playing well today, but that's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Real is going to get the attack raise here. Rillaboom's going to get the attack raise. So we are not playing the best here. So that's a bit unfortunate. What I can do is... I don't really know what I want to do here. He's just going to Max Knuckle, right? I could sack the Incineroar here, because what the hell... Or, like, what does Incineroar do against this team at this point with that low of health? I mean, Magnezone... Yeah, okay, I have an idea. I'm going to Hurricane the Rillaboom, and I'll Volt Switch the Riolu. He's going to go for the coaching again. Oh, shoot, my bad. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I probably just could have faked out that turn, because that would have prevented all of this. But, I mean, I think it's not great, but I could have doubled down on the Rillaboom, but Riolu is going to faint because of that. And I argue we're not really in the worst position. We're not in the best position, of course. Obviously, you should know this. But, like, there are a lot of mistakes that were made in this, and I played a match beforehand previously, and that just wasn't good. And we lost, what, didn't we lose the last match? Wait, did we play a match before this? I don't even remember. He's just gonna go for the Max Knuckle here onto the Incineroar. He's gonna pick up the KOs. And so I could have prevented all of this if I just would have simply faked out the Riolu, but I thought he was just gonna protect it. But yet again, I don't think that was a great play, because I would have gotten a free switch into something anyways. So looking back on it, there really was no reason to not go for the fake out there. I think it was extreme. I think fake out was extremely good. So that's why you should always reflect on your plays and like reflect on your mistakes, honestly, because he's gonna go Talonflame here, which is fine. Because Rillaboom is gonna go back to normal, and what I can do is I can say, hey, how many turns of rain are there? 2 turns of rain left. Hey, I can just go for the Hurricane, and I can just Volt Switch. Wait, you might Brave Bird and Grassy Glide. But yeah, it might also Knuckle. I don't really know. So I'm just going to double up here. You could... Oh, he's going to Grassy Glide, definitely. No, but if you Tailwind, I'm still faster, so it doesn't really matter here. Okay. So yeah, even because you Tailwinded, I still KO you. I still KO the Rillaboom here, which is good. And I still get my Volt Switch off onto the Talonflame, which is good. And it is, what is it? I don't know what the berry's called. Walk-in berry. But yeah, that's just how, oh, crit. I don't even think we needed the crit. I'm gonna be serious. I don't think we needed the crit. Because we moved last, that means our analytic, happened. I don't think we honestly needed the crit. Gonna be 100% honest when we say this. I really don't believe we needed the crit there, but we are gonna be able to go our KINGDRA. A lot of mistakes were made during this battle, but I think we can pull out the win here. We're gonna see what my opponent's last Pokemon is. It is the Luxray. So Luxray is going to come out for the first time, but unfortunately this Luxray is going to have a bad time because we are going to be Dynamaxing our KINGDRA. Actually, no, I don't even want to Dynamax. Yeah, I should Dynamax just because it is the right play, because 100% accuracy, you know what they say. So we are going to be Dynamaxing our KINGDRA here. So KINGDRA is going to be big boy KINGDRA's coming out here, and there's a lot of mistakes that I've made throughout this video, and honestly in the battle beforehand that I just will reflect and look back on. Just because it's always good to learn from your mistakes. That's why I make these videos, partially because I can just look back on some of the plays that I made. Luxray is going to go for the Protect, revealing that he's actually not a Assault Vest, which is surprising. So I could actually switch out there if I really wanted to. But we are just going to be going for the Max Geyser, and that's going to do a lot of damage to the Luxray. Yeah, is that a crit? I mean, assuming that's a crit. Yeah, that's a crit. They call me Sniper KINGDRA. Yeah, that did a lot to the Luxray, which means that's like full attack Luxray. That's no bulk at all. Which is surprising, because you normally don't see Luxray with no bulk. I mean, I envision Luxray as more of an Assault Vest Pokemon. Just because Luxray it gets a wide variety of moves, Crunch, Wild Charge. Oh, wait, it's Flame Orb. I forgot it got Guts. It does get Guts, that's interesting, okay, Alright, so we should be able to win here, which is good. Luxray, I don't even know what it's going to do. It's going to go for the... I don't even think that KOs. It's going to do a lot of damage, but it doesn't KO here, because Dynamax is obviously fair and balanced, as we are going to be able to KO the Luxray with the Scald, and that's going to be Dynamax KINGDRA putting in... I mean, did it put in the work? No, but I don't even know. I thought I brought Togekiss, but we brought Magnezone. Okay. That was a good battle. I didn't play that one well, though. I'm just kind of out of it today. I'm out of the loop. But we're going to be back. We're going to continue battling. There's a lot of plays that need to be made that I'm not making right now. But we are back in the Ultra Ball tier. We're climbing the ladder. All right, let's get another game in. You can see 10 wins and 8 losses. And a lot of those losses is just me playing sloppily. Or really, really sloppy. Because, you know, and many of those Marv Daddy, interesting name. In a lot of those games, I could have definitely won. But just because poor play, I didn't do well. All right, so we're going to see a very interesting team is going to be, what? I mean, I don't know if Wolfglick used this team, but like the water compactation, weakness policy stuff. But yet again, I don't see any reason to not lead Pelipper and to not lead KINGDRA. And always, is Rillaboom good in this battle? I don't think so. Magnezone is good in this battle, though. Magnezone is very good in this battle. And is Instant good in this battle? I don't know why he's Volcarona. Is Instant good in this battle? Because Instant can't really switch in safely to anything. Can't really take a hit from anything because it's going to be the Max Geyser from the Water Pulse from the Dragology. Clawitzer has water type moves. So not really. And Togekiss is good here. Kind of. Not really though. Rillaboom is looking good here, so I will go Rillaboom. So we are going to lead the Pelipper and the KINGDRA. I think we lead Pelipper and KINGDRA. The reason why we're leading Pelipper and KINGDRA is it just really threatens my opponent at turn 1. And we might honestly be able to KO the Oranguru. I'm not exactly so sure how it works, but or how much damage this Max Geyser is going to do. But hopefully we can actually KO Oranguru. Oranguru is very bulky, I've learned. But we are going to see the Palisand to Selgor combination here, as I don't exactly know what they're trying to do here. What water compactation makes you +6. And Palisand, I don't even know. Is it like no? It's Water Shuriken. I'm just going to Tailwind. I'm going to Tailwind and I'm going to Airstream because I do feel like a Selgor is going to go for... I do feel like a Selgor is going to go for this final Gambit here. And I don't really want that, right? I'd rather just Dynamax my boy. Now, the reason why we're Dynamaxing turn 1, so we can get those Airstream boosts. We didn't actually need to Dynamax here, but I would like the reason why I am Dynamaxing is because I'm not targeting down the Palisand. I want to make sure I'm taking the least amount of damage as possible on my KINGDRA, because we do see he's going to Dynamax. And unless he's running Scarf, a Selgor, we are going to see the Dynamax Palisand, which is very interesting. That's pretty cool to see, though. I am very intrigued to see if this will work. He's just going to go for the Water Shuriken, which is fine. Water Compactation is going to come out, raise his defense. It's the defense or a Sharply part. And he's going to be the weakness policy set. Okay. Yeah, but that's solid damage onto the Palisand. So that's good. Solid damage onto the Palisand. And here's the thing, Palisand won't be doing too much damage to me. Just because KINGDRA is fairly bulky and we are running HP investment. So Selgor is going to actually drop because he is Scarf of Selgor, I'm assuming there. Oh, he has to be a Scarf of Selgor to do that. So I thought he was actually going to go for the final Gambit there. But he did go for the Water Shuriken play. A very interesting play from him, and I'm just going to go for the Tailwind to raise my speed. Could have went for the Max Geyser straight into the Palisand there, but I mean, actually, that probably was a better play. He's just going to go for the Overgrowth, which is very fascinating because that won't be doing a lot of damage. No, because, yeah, that's a very weird play. Just because you could go for Max Quake, you know what I mean? And if you went for Max Quake, that'd be stabbed. And also, you get the Spadef boost as well. So I don't really understand that play. But we are going to be outspinning pretty much... Actually, no. We're going to be outspinning everything on his team. He probably could bring in the Dragalge here. I mean, I would understand why. He would bring in Dragalge here. He is going to bring in the Dragalge. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to Scald the Palisand and just max guard. And the reason why we are max guarding here is because I'm not going to... let's say I KO'd the Palisand with my KINGDRA. I will lose KINGDRA to Dragalge. Let's say I KO'd the Dragalge with my KINGDRA, then I will lose... Okay, that's actually really good for us. So he just protected there. So, like, if I targeted the Dragalge, I would have lost to the Palisand there, but we get some damage off of the Palisand. We do burn, which I don't think matters unless he's running physical Palisand, but he's actually going to go for the Max Quake this time. I don't really understand why he didn't go for the Max Quake the first time, because that actually might have helped him be able to live, too. 2 Scalds. But I don't think, looking at the percentage, I don't think that would have helped. We are just going to go for another Scald here. I don't really see why not. And because we know Dragalge is not Assault Vest, I'm thinking maybe he's Sash, just because you normally run Assault Vest Dragalge. But we are going to just go for... Palisand is going to go for the Max Guard, because you kind of have to. But we're too smart for you. We're just going to go for the Max Guard and win. I'm assuming maybe you're Sash Dragalge, because that would be the only way. But you're not Sash Dragalge, which makes me wonder. If you're not Sash Dragalge... I mean, you must be Life Orb then, right? You must be Life Orb Dragalge, right? Just because Dragalge is normally used with an Assault Vest that is really tough for my team to handle. And Magnezone Well, when I was testing this rain team on Showdown, like, even though I'm not playing the best here, I ended up getting to 17-13 with it. And I ran into this one guy that just used Dragalge, and every single time I lost to him. So I'm like, all right, I'm fed up with this. Let's see what I can do. It's like a Tricker and Dragalge team. And so what I needed to do was just put on Magnezone, because Magnezone really covers all the options well. KINGDRA is going to go back to its original state, as I can just go for, as Palisand will go back to its original state as well. And what I can do is I can actually just go for the Scald here onto the Palisand and be a legendary play and just drop a Draco on this Klowitzer. Hopefully we land the Draco here. Landing the Draco would be super good for us, honestly. But we'll see. We are going to be able to connect the Draco, so it's going to do a lot of damage. A lot of damage to this Klowitzer. If it's not AV, is that AV Klowitzer? I don't really know. Maybe. KINGDRA's not that offensive though, so. I mean, maybe it's probably not AV Klowitzer. I don't even know. But Palisand does go down. Palisand really didn't pose a threat. I don't know why it led Palisand. Oh. It didn't really pose a threat to my team. I don't know what Terrain Pulse is. Is it grass now? Okay, so it does go, but it must be grass. That's cool, though. Oh, it's Life Orb. Okay. So then what's Dragalge? If Dragalge is not Life Orb, if Dragalge is not an AV, if Dragalge is not Sash, what is Dragalge? You know? That's a very good question. What is Dragalge here? We are just going to go for the Rillaboom here. We are going to be able to finish you off with a nice combination of Hurricane and the ever so broken Grassy Glide. And so that will be game. Battle is going to be canceled. We're going to get in one more match for you guys today. So that'll be really good. One more match for you guys would be super legendary. Now, I think I lost the first match, right? I don't really know. But we ended up... Wait. Yeah, okay. No, I don't want to check their team. Yeah, I think we played 3 games so far. We'll play one more. Dang. I really could have played this a lot better, which is very annoying. But you know what? We'll take it. Also, why are we 10-8? Did that not count? I don't know. Maybe it didn't count. Because I swear I was 10-8 before. No, I was 9-8 before. Okay. I was 9-8. So I don't know. I don't know what we did for the first game. I don't know if we... I honestly don't even know how many games we played today thus far. Like, I'm kind of fogging on what our battles have been. All right, but we will find an opposing chain right there. Austin, rank 10. What team are they rocking? They're rocking a very interesting team. We are going to see them bring the KINGDRA, the P2, the Klefki, and the... I'd say the Scizor. This seems like a very good team for them to bring. I'm just going to bring Togekiss. Wait, do I want to... Do I want to bring KINGDRA and go for full offense? If I bring KINGDRA to... No, that doesn't seem good. I can go Rillaboom, Magnezone. That's a really good, like, mid-ground play against his entire team. KINGDRA is good here. Instant is also good. Because here's the thing. If I like Magnezone, Rillaboom, that makes me weak to... Talonflame also makes me a bit weak to P2. And Incineroar can help against the P2 matchup. It can help against the KINGDRA matchup. It counters Scizor. But I don't know if I want to bring Pelipper. Just Pelipper doesn't seem that good here. I think I am actually just going to bring Incineroar. And do I honestly just bring Togekiss as just a way to counter the KINGDRA? So did the KINGDRA. Also, Togekiss can go for the Follow Me there. So if I lead Oh, shoot. We got to select. So I led Rillaboom Magnezone. This is a very popular lead for me. I love leading Rillaboom Magnezone. So we're going to see what we can do here. Actually, that's some cool trainer background with the Applin and the Appleton. I like that background there. But no, mine's fire. Mine's the best. Don't lie. Mine's the best, bro. Easy. He's gonna lead KINGDRA and Klefki. I don't know how you name them, Klefki the Sleepy or something like that. But I'm gonna lead Rillaboom Magnezone here, which is a really good play for us. We are going to get our Grassy Surge up. I'm actually just gonna go for the knockoff onto the KINGDRA, and I'm just going to max Steel Spike the Klefki, right? to get rid of it. Because I'm thinking you max KINGDRA, you go for the ooze or something, but ooze, since it's not stab, it probably won't KO, and also we max. Unless you're like, hey mom. Unless you're like weakness policy, that would, if you're weakness policy, that would kind of screw us up. But I don't know if you'd be weakness policy in this game. I feel like you would be AV here. We are just, Clef Key is going to go for the switcheroo onto, is it Magnezone? Okay. Hey, you know what? That's fine. We do get the knockoff onto the KINGDRA here. KINGDRA is weakness policy, so that's good to know. And he's just going to go for the Dragon Pulse. I don't know why you would do it like that. Wouldn't you want to eject button the Magnezone puts on a lot of pressure against you. I find it interesting that you didn't. Okay. Alright, so can I go instant here? I'm trying to think of what my best play is. I feel like I should go instant here. Yeah. So like that turn 1 was very I don't really understand why you would switcheroo me. Because you could have switched her to the Magnezone, I would have been big sad. But getting the Steel Spike out, that's a lot of damage turn 1 onto the Clef Key. Actually enough to just straight up KO it. So no screens for Clef Key. That was a crit. I don't know if that mattered because that's an analytic boosted Magnezone. Base 130. Power coming off, I think, 196 special attack at level 50. And we knocked off KINGDRA's AV, or weakness policy. So I'm wondering if it was self-weakness policy, like proc. I don't really know. But he's just going to go into Talonflame here. I mean, I'm supposing you're going to go for a max flare, right? But what I... Oh, no. I don't want to forfeit. That'd be bad. What I am just going to do is I can... I feel like you might max Talonflame. I'm just going to... I'm just going to Parting Shot Talonflame. And then go into Togekiss, and then I'll just max Steel Spike the KINGDRA. Steel Spike and KINGDRA means we get a lot of damage off, and we will be moving last. Talonflame is also going to go for the Tailwind, pretty much helping us in achieving that goal. I don't really know why KINGDRA is just staying in. KINGDRA is going to go for the Muddy Water here. Okay, I can see that. And no accuracy drops, which is super good, as we're going to go for the max Steel Spike onto the KINGDRA. That did not do a lot. Holy heck. Yeah, that did a lot less than I thought. Oh, and one fun fact. So, notice how Magnezone's magnets are just pure black. Magneton has the blue and red on its magnets. But when you evolve into Magnezone, those disappear. It's kind of weird. I don't quite understand it. We are going to go Togekiss here. So we got enough damage on the KINGDRA where... I'm just gonna... Will he Flare Blitz? If he Flare Blitzes, he's going to double the Togekiss, I think. So I need a max Steel Spike the KINGDRA again, I think. Just because I think a Protect is really good here. Because then that gives us the defense boost, and that means we can eat the Flare Blitz better. Or the Brave Bird, which I'm assuming it's going to be the Flare Blitz. But I don't lose anything from just clicking Steel Spike here. Clicking Steel Spike is very good. He's going to max. I'm assuming he's maxing the Talonflame. But yet again, because I'm +2, I'm not really concerned about that. Also, Talonflame is weak. Talonflame is very weak. I mean, yeah, it can be strong if you're Life Orb, which he might be Life Orb. But I am just going to protect Togekiss here. Now, he could just max Flare me, but I think that's fine. We're going to see what he does. He's just going to go for the max Flare, which I think is okay, because we are +2. So you can see how little that does. Oh, and with the Intimidate, so I'm essentially +3. Yeah, I mean, super effective. I mean, I don't know about that, Chief. And that Thunderbolt, that Protect from the Thunderbolt, you know. We're going to go for that max Steel Spike, though. That good damage onto the KINGDRA. KINGDRA is going to drop there. And then we're going to see his last Mon. Now, I'm debating actually whether I want to follow me next turn. It depends on what his last mon is, because we're not going to be DYNAMAX anymore, but we do have that 3rd defense boost, and I think he's also at -1, so essentially he's at essentially I'm at +4 defense, well, probably. But we are going to see his last mon. What's it going to be? It's going to be the Lichen Rock form. Lichen Rock is very interesting to see here. He can go for the Accel Rock. He can go for the Fire Fang, the Stone Edge, but we are going to be +1 in defense. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to follow me, and do I Volt Switch here? No. I think I should Flash Cannon, even though I have a feeling that it's going to be Sash. I should Flash Cannon. I mean, you probably Sash on this team. Just looking at it, I mean, that would make the most sense to me, right? That you would be Sash on this team. Just Max Flare is going to come out into the toe. It shouldn't do a lot, though. No, it really doesn't. He's just going to close combat, so he thought I wouldn't. I mean, I guess you had to close combat there. But are you going to be life for it? Okay, so you are life for it, so we do kill the Lichen Rock here. So that means Talonflame is... I don't even know. We just can kill the Lichen Rock. I mean, we already one-shot that thing regardless. I'm pretty sure we did 200% because Lichen Rock's weak. I mean, Lichen Rock's defenses are weak. I mean, Lichen Rock itself is pretty strong. Because that close combat still did a decent amount of damage, considering it was quad resisted and not in stab. We are just going to go for the Follow Me now, and we are just going to... do we have the Pelipper here? I would love if I brought the Pelipper, but I did not bring the Pelipper, so that's unfortunate. But I'm going to go the Incineroar since this is last turn at DMAX, and I'm just going to go for the good old Volt's Thunder. I'm going to go for the good old... If I go Volt Switch, that means we had to switch out, which isn't exactly desirable. So I'm just going to go Thunder and see if we land it. So we'll see here, though. I can switch out Togekiss into the Incineroar here, which is just fine. It's really weird how he played it. If he switched a Ruin my Magnezone turn 1, we would be in a very different position. He's just gonna go right for the Max Flare. He's going to go in unless he crits me, but he doesn't. So it's not doing a lot of damage there. We do miss our Thunder, which is just so unfortunate for us. But I mean, it's fine. If we landed the Thunder, that would have been the OG play. Tailwind Peter's out there for them. Grassy Terrain disappears. Talonflame is going to return to normal, which means if Talonflame does not have Protect, the game's automatically over. And if he does have Protect, the game's still over. I just go for the Fake Out now. And for the Volt Switch. And we'll see what he can do. He's just going to cancel the battle because that's GG. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed today's episode of VGC Road to Ranked. I don't know how many wins we went. I don't know how many losses we did. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, smash the like button down below. And please subscribe for more content. Anyways guys, peace.